youngest, pero wala siya dito sa Texas, sa US. But among the brothers, ako po ang youngest. So the eldest and the youngest. And among 5 brothers, ako na lang po ang survivor. So wala na yung 4, ako na lang natirang tumitindig na dinakpo sa aming pamilya. And a privilege to give a eulogy for my brother Manusani, Colonel Inocentes Alba de la Cruz Jr., 0-97808 Infantry Philippine Army. That's the proper way of addressing or the title sa amin po sa Armed Forces of the Philippines. And the saying goes, which is true to his life as a noble soldier, there is nothing nobler than risking your life for your country. Okay? And sa isang yugto ng kanyang buhay ay talagang hindi niya hinayaan na matapos lang yung buhay without serving our country as a soldier. And Manong Sani, to us, a brother, to us, a military organization, he is a colleague in the profession of arms, and he is also a father figure. And to me, he is my mentor. Hindi ko rin na-achieve ang mga accomplishments ko at ang mga achievements ko sa military profession kung hindi dahil sa kanya. That's why I owe it too much sa aking brother. And yung mga memories of a great persons, just like Manong Sani, will always be remembered by the legacy that he left. And he is one of those people who left those legacy to people whom they made great, they made great influence in their lives. Isa na po sa akin. Lalo na sa aming mga magkakapatid, mas meaningful po ang contribution niya sa akin kasi magkapareho kami ng magkapareho kami ng balahibo. Ika nga. Dahil pareho we speak the same language. That's why sometimes pag may mga nababanggit ako dito, only the military personnel can appreciate that. And I think we have also one here, our first cousin, Colonel Loling de la Cruz Molino. From the Air Force naman po siya. Okay? Nasa dugo din ng mga de la Cruz wala sa dahil ni Manong Sani na nagsundalo. Wala rin sa akin, zero kami dalawa.
Wala rin sa akin.
And to me, one of the great people whom God used as an instrument in molding me as a person through the potter's hand is my beloved brother, Colonel Inocentes de la Cruz Jr. And as far as I am concerned, he is remembered by his loved ones as a good husband. Nung buhay pa si Manang Ana, he is remembered as a good father and a good provider. And to his friends and colleagues, former commanders and subordinates, he is remembered as a faithful public servant, a professional soldier who served the nation with pride, honor, integrity, and dedication. And I am a witness for that. And even his family, who is with him, about half of his military service. Within the younger siblings, we call him William Herman, our beloved Manusani, whom to me, he served not only as my elder brother, but he served as my friend, my mentor, my counselor, and in many instances in my life, serving as the alter ego of my father, acting the role as a father figure to me since my childhood. Modelo ko na, idol ko na. Kahit na nung siya ay college pa lang at corps commander siya ng ROTC sa Rojas City, may mga, during the events na malalaki, may mga parade na. Kag ako, I was then about mga 6 years old, kaparada na. Sorry sa mga hindi Ilonggo, but I just want to articulate kasi yung pagka-Ilonggo. Maparada na. Side by side, kung hanggang saan yung layo na yun, ganun din ako, nagmamarcha ko side by side. Sakay man yung sali. Hindi ko inihinda yung init, basta sabay. And it was already my childhood dream that I want to be like him too. And he is the best mentor I knew, where he succeeds in molding and teaching me to become of what I am today. His kind of dealing was motivated with love and concern for my future, especially during my wayward days kasi noon, problema din ako sa pamilya, pasaway din. Drop out din ako. But because of him, I was able to finish my high school education and later sa college. And the way he dealt with me and training me, I am reminded by the saying of the wisest man on earth by the name King Solomon, when he says in the book of Proverbs, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is grown up, he will not depart from it. And I never departed from his guidance, because he served as my idol and my source of my inspiration. I even saw him very proud on January 9, 2011, when I retired. He was so proud of me. That's why being proud of every success that I achieved, especially when I was tendered in that day a testimonial parade in recognition of my 30 years of faithful military service. Si Manong Sani pumasok sa serbisyo, overage na. But he's still willing to fight and risk his life, kasagsagan ng gyera sa Mindanao in the 70s, where the armed forces of the Philippines was caught unprepared and was about to witness of losing Mindanao. You must have read the book of General Fortunato Abad, the day we almost lost Mindanao. And those critical days, Manong Sani was there. Kinontrol na ng Moro National Liberation Front ang Isabela. Ang Hulo sinulog na. And he was sent there with a bunch of third-class trainee. Yun ang bulk ng kanyang puwersa. Pero yan. Ang kanyang enlisted man is only about 5. Ang kanyang officers is there are about 4 with him. And hilaw na hilaw, house show na training, na baka pag nakano na sa putungan, matakbuhan pa yung iba't iba. Hindi pa tinapos yung 6 months, 3 months lang. Kinarga na sila sa LSD. Alam yung LSD, yung landing ship ng Navy, na nagkakarga ng mga kargamento. While approaching they are still fixing yung mga rifles na pinagkukuha lang nila sa ROTC unit kasi kulang ang armas natin. Pero man, yung mga Garand rifles galing sa ROTC unit, kinukumpuni pa nila habang naghihintay yung kalaban sa kanila. And the mission of Manong Sani as commander of the Alpha Company is to retake Basilan from the hands of MNLF, particularly Isabela Town, which is the capital of Basilan. So, this is something that I'm really proud of him. That's why I follow as much as I can, and I was able to succeed, made achievements, those achievements na hindi niya na-achieve simply because of overage. Kaya ako nakumplito ko. And he was so proud of me donning the full pledge and retired as a brigadier general. Kaya nga, si Manong Sani has been part of my life mula pa when I was a small kid hanggang sa ngayon. He was then a lowly high school teacher at Capiz Colleges. Ang mga younger na mga product niya sa ROTC Advance, na call to active duty na siya na lang naiwan. At nakita ko sa kanya, hindi siya papayag na he will not take his part in defending our nation. May mga anak na, that time, si Marjorie, 1972, si Abet, si Gibe.
Sinunoy.
Sinunoy, wala ka ba?
Wala pa.
Okay. Si Mark, si Abel, si
Gibe.
Gibe, at saka si
Nonoy.
You can just imagine, 36 years old na siya. May 4 na anak na umaasa. And during that time, folks, noong early 70s, kasagsagan ng bakbakan, every week, madaming nakakahon na bumabalik, pantay ng paa ng mga sundalo. Kaya nga maraming mga hindi na nagpatuloy sa sobrang takot. Dahil we are confronting ang kalaban who wants to separate Mindanao. Ang tawag yan, mga secessionist movement under the leadership of Miss Wari. And they want to separate Mindanao. Simple lang problema sa Mindanao. Religion, ethnic, and social problems. But they are supported by the Muslim countries ng IOC, International Organization of Muslim Countries. Kaya ang armas nila, FN rifles, AK-47, PAL, o ano pa ang sundalo natin, ano lang, Garand na galing sa ROTC at hindi malaman kung puputok ba yun susunod. Kaya yung ibang rifle, pati yung Springfield, dala nila. Alam niyo yung Springfield? Sometimes we call that teka-teka. Pag hindi pumutok, teka. Pinapaliwanag ko lang ito, how courageous is Manong Sani that time. Courageous in the sense that he was willing to leave his family for his country. 4 na anak iiwanan and willing to die for the country. That's why sabi ko nga, there is nothing nobler than risking your life for your country. Iniwanan niya. And he joined. Kasaksakan ng bakbakan. Iniwan niya ako But he left an inspiration in my life na sabi ko, tatapusin ko, nag-graduate ako sa high school, nawala na siya. By that time, tumuloy ako ng college. And I made also a vow, Manong Sani, I want to be like him. He is a loving brother and protective siya sa akin. I'll give you an instance. Kasi ako, wayward, ungas talaga ako nung ako'y high school. Problema ako. Kasama kong problema, yung mga anak ng mga teacher, mga pumak din. Barkada ko yan. O siyempre, puro absent. Can't just imagine na, the whole school year, kalahati lang inatinan ko. Sinong teacher papasama? Kahit 75, hindi pwede. So ngayon, siya sa PMT, pinakamahirap. Preparatory Military Training, yun yung C-80 na nadaan. Pero mas mahirap ang PMT nung araw. Kung hindi ka na magsundalo At siya ang kumandan. May siya pa siyang subject, economics. Kaya in-apply niya yung principle of economics kung paano niya mapalago ang pamilya niya. Kita na may ebidensya, Mars. So, ang mga teacher lalakbong ako, hindi ako makagraduate. So, kinonfront niya yung teacher. Kung ilakbong mo, ibig sabihin kung ibabagsak mo yung kapatid ko, ibabagsak ko rin yung mga anak mo, o saan ka? Dalawang subject sa akin. Ha? Ay, talagang, ano ba tawag dyan, Wendy? What? Yung blackmail? Plain blackmail. Nakapasa si Daniel, graduate high school. Ungas talaga. So these are the things na sinishare ko lang kung gaano siya ka-protective father figure to me. Okay? Ngayon pala ako magsisimula. Introduction pa lang Okay lang sa inyo? Kasi ako mas knowledgeable ako as a brother. More in buhay namin yung kami ay. 9. Next slide. Yan ang sinasabi ko. Ilan kami? Ha? Ayan si Manong Sani. Google. Ito ako, yung may small star. Ang gap namin ni Manong Sani is 19 years. 19 years. You see? Kung iano mo yan, halos anak niya na ako Okay. Why he is a father figure to me? Kasi yung mga magulang namin, kailangan buhayin yung 10 at mapaaral at makapagtapos. Wala na silang time sa amin. Kaya nga ako naging wayward, but thank you for Manong Sani. He took me and saved me and prepared my future for what I am doing. Gaya ng 10. Ang kasama ko dito ngayon ay ang sinundan ko ano siya?
8.
Pang-8. My beloved Manang Muning. Tumayo ka nga, Manang Muning. Yan. So, 5 silang babae, hindi siya lang nakarating dahil yung eldest naming babae ay ano na siya, suffering ng Alzheimer's, kaya ano na siya. And then, ang pangalawa, ganun din, may symptoms na rin si Manang Inday. And then si Manang Bibing. And then siya, at yung sa akin ay, sumunod sa akin, youngest, si Dorcas na nasa Houston, Texas. Ako ang napagitna sa mga babae. Turn among the roses. Pero, that's why Manong Sally being the eldest is taking care of us. Natandaan ko pa, hindi ko ito na-share last time, yung tatay nyo, para baka dagdag, baka tulong ng may pambaon, kasi yung mga utod niya, sina Manong Nikoy, sina Manong Mac, mga elementary sila, dahil siyang eldest, para may mabaon sila. Yung doon sila nag-aaral sa Philamer, ang tabi niya railway, ang tren. Basta tumulog na, takbo na siya, mag-cutting class yan, tatakbo, magkakargador yan. Ganun si Manong Sally. Magsasacrifice yan, kargador yan, tapos para lang may kikita siya. Kasi sa una, 5-5 lang naman na, 5 centimos. Malaki na yun eh. See? Tsaka pasensyoso sa kanya, mga kapatid. Ito sinishare lagi ng isang kapatid namin si Dr. Victor de la Cruz. To us, we dearly called him Manong Mikoy. May pagkasutil din yon. So sabi ni Mami, Lola Angeloria, oy, Sally, kasi busy siya sa negosyo, buhay. Sally, yung mga labada, labahan nyo na yan. Maglaba kayo. Maglaba ka. O, ikaw, Mikoy, tulungan mo si Sally. Tutulong din si Mikoy. Sutil itong Mikoy, inasal si Manong Sally. Inasal niya hanggang sa hindi na binatukan ng binatukan mo ako, iyak na siya, tatakbo, ayaw na. May reason na sa ayaw tumulong.
Style.
Si Manong Sally, hindi iniwan yan. Pinagpagandaan. Labahan. That's how great is my Manong Sally. Next slide. That's why, sabi ko nga, Manong Sally is a brother. A brother is someone who loves you unconditionally, without any terms and conditions. Ang pagmamahal niya sa akin, the same, pagmamahal niya sa mga anak. Witness ito, sina Marjorie, sina Abby. Kung paano kumahalin ang pamilya, may sarili na sa pamilya, pero he still took care of me. Kaya nga kasama din akong tumira dito nung siya ay commander ng dibingan ng mga bayani. Kasi halos parang magkakapatid lang naman kami. Pinamarch kasi halos ilang taon lang ang difference namin. Kasi si Marjorie ang unang ako. Ang picture there behind that, another one is very proud of me dahil meron akong farm na ganyan at may mga baka ako. He was so happy. Yun na naman ang niya, basta ngumiti at na yan. Okay ka ta? Malaking para sa akin yung compliment. Basta ngumiti. Tingnan mo yung ngiti niya. A smile of a satisfied person. Di ba? Tingnan nyo. See? Next slide. When he was young, pagka-graduate niya ng advance, kumuha siya, I think, nilagay ko na lang circa 1960, 61, 62. Siya ay nag-undergo ng probationary officer training course, DOTC. As a probationary second lieutenant, it is a not less than 6 months of training, tapos may mga on-the-job training pa. After that, then prepare for commission. And he was commissioned, I think, about in the year 1963. Yan yung tsura niya. Kamukha ko? Pasensya na kayo, mahaba ito. That's the way how, sa isang mahal na...
Dapat lang. Pinag-maliit eh.
Okay. Tingnan nyo naman yung asking talaga eh. Kaya nagtaka kayo may picture. Ako may picture ng ganyan. Wala kayo. Binigay niyo yan sa akin. yung picture mismo. Nasa akin. Pwede ko namang ibigay sa akin. Meron yan. Ayan. Slim kasi So, pag makita ko yung mga picture na yan, that inspires me. I want to be like him. Next slide.
Parang si Kuya.
At hindi lang yan, si Manong Sani, when he was called to active duty, tingnan mo yung yan yung kanyang picture nung siya nag-graduate ng Scout Ranger course. Class 17-73. Nung araw na yon, mabibilang mo lang sa daliri mo sa buong Philippine Army yung Scout Ranger. Yung may musang dito at may kabak dito. Hindi biro-biro yan because the moment you finish that, you become a member of the Philippine Army Elite Unit. Pag sinabing elite. So, you are above, ang tawag dyan, soldier. Kasi, ito lang ang training na pagkatapos ng training, hindi pa kayo gagraduate, there's another phase, kaya inaabot ng taon. Mayroong tinatawag na test mission. Ang test mission, ang basihan ng pag-graduate, pag walang enkwentro, no graduation. No encounter, no graduation. Kaya, may mga batch sila, and every batch of this Scout Ranger na nag-graduate, merong iba nag-graduate posthumous. Ang tumatanggap ng diploma, nanay o kapatid. That's part of the training. So, nakasurvive siya. May casualty din sila sa class nila. Ganun katindi. Hindi katulad ng ordinary na training ng Philippine Army na yung mga nakikita nyo mga ano, pag walang musang yan, wala. Pag may musang yan, yan, elite yan. And I want also to be like him. Kaya nga nung mag-training ako, undergo kami ng Scout Ranger Orientation Training. Doon mismo sa school na yan, na-shock yung mga batch namin and they asked for volunteers. Walang nag-volunteer. Isa lang ang nag-volunteer, the smallest guy in the class. That motivates me because of Manong Sani. When I say, Manong Sani, I want to be like you. Kaya nga, dinala namin siya last time. Tandaan nyo, no? Pumunta kami doon, nandun na headquarters sa San Miguel, ang 1st Scout Ranger Regiment. Kaya nakaukit dyan. Hindi pwedeng pag wala ka dyan, huwag ka magsuot-suot yan. Mamalasin ka sa mga ranger. Okay?
Yan pa doon ang pagpunta dyan, ginawa niya yung tungkod niya. Kasi wala daw yung dyan na gumagamit ng tungkod.
Inalisin yung tungkod niya. Ayun pa niya yung tungkod niya. Pagdating doon, wala po ng tungkod. Ranger. That's why I also volunteer. Ito na ngayon. Nung nasa ranger siya, may instances, dito na ako na-assign. I was then a captain. Siya ngayon naka-assign sa 1st Scout Ranger Regiment. Bagong activation. Kasi noon na-deactivate ang Ranger dahil sa involvement ng kudita. Series of kudita noon, Ranger lagi. So para maano na, di na-activate. Ngayon na-activate ulit And he was one of those rangers who were handpicked to form the nucleus of that ranger. Ito ngayon, noong magkaroon ng AFP battalion run, ilalaban yung best runner ng Navy, ng Marines representing Navy, SPAW representing Air Force, and Scout Ranger representing Army, and GHQ, nilaban nila yung mga kadete ng PMA, malalakas daw. So labanan nito, 1 battalion yan. May battalion commander, may staff. Nung nagpa-practice sila, yung isang kapitan nila na staff laging bagsak kasi grabe yun takbuhan. Eh siyang in charge sa fill up ng mga tao. Naalala niya ako, pinuntahan niya ako. Kasi ako hindi Scout Ranger, graduate din ako ng elite unit, Special Forces naman ako. Yun ang counterpart sa US, yung Green Beret. Sila Manungsani, counterpart ng US Rangers. Okay? At ng British Commando. Mga specialized unit yan. So sabi niya, Dan, mapapahiya tayo sa army pag hindi nanalo, mga ranger pa naman. Sumali ka, Dan, sa ikaw mag-fill up doon sa kapitan na yun na parati, back down. Ay sabi ko sa kanya, hindi man ako ranger. Hindi. Bibihisan kita ng ranger. Bibihisan nga ako ng ranger. Ang problema pa, sabi niya, Manungsani, baka hindi ko makaya yan. Kapitan na ako eh. Hindi, kaya mo yan. May tiwala ako sa'yo. Eh, wala. Binihisan ako ng ranger. Sumali ako. Eh, iniisip ko, napakahirap to. Napapasubo ako ni Manungsani. Pero, di bali ng mamatay, huwag lang mapahiya. Nakasurvive, hindi ako mamatay. Nakasurvive ako. Yan. Proud na naman si Sir Ranger. Kapatid ko, kasan eh. Kahit maliit lang yan. That's how a brother inspires his younger brother. And a younger brother in return, looking up to him as an idol and a model, that the younger brother will never fail also his older brother. Yan ang relationship namin. And there was another instance. Alam niya na ako ay admin noon ni Gringo, Hunasan. Nung pumutok yung 1987 ko, hinahanap niya na ako sa TV footage. Ako, baka isa doon sa nahuli. Kasi alam mo yung mga kutita noon, pag andyan yung mga media, pag ganun sila. Ganun sila. Ako naman, dahil sa Special Forces ako, conscious ako, every time may media, hindi ako nagpapakita. Tsaka may baon akong civilian, just in case. So, in short, gabi na, mga ganito oras, bigla ako dumating sa bahay na sa Pilbo. Tuwa talaga siya na makita na buhay. Pero marami akong sulat. But sabi ko sa kanya kay Manungsani, sorry. Alam niyo kasi si Manungsani, nung call to active duty ako, TNT na sa katuwaan niya, na-achieve ko at naging member na ako ng officer corps ng Armed Forces. Sa katuwaan niya, binigyan niya ako ng caliber 45 pistol. Eh noon, bihira may issue. Walang gaanong issue sa officers. Manungsani, sorry, naiwan ko sa Aguinaldo yung 45, kailangan kong tumakas. So nakatakas ako, yung mga kasamahan ko, dinala sa barko at kinulong. Natanda niyo yun? Kinulong sila sa barko.
Papa, somebody ate this.
I know in your mind, the question is, paano ako nakatakas? Mahabang salaysay, pero ito lang masabi ko. Naging instructor ako sa Special Forces. At isa sa subject na tinuturo ko is escape and evasion. Kaya ako nakatakas. Pasensya na kayo, mahaba-haba ito dahil ang ano natin is sana. So yun, ang Scout Ranger. The elite unit. Sa lahat yan, alam mo ang Scout Ranger pa nag-ooperate kung saan lumalakas ang ulan, bagyo, madilim, doon nag-ooperate. Napakahusayan ng Scout Ranger sa gapangan ng kalaban. Hindi alam ng kalaban ang tinuturo sa training, at least makalapit ka sa kalaban na hindi niya alam nandiyan ka, at least 1 meter away. Ano 1 meter? Ayan lang. Kaya kung minsan, para gentleman, babatuhin mo muna. Tulog, hihingi mo muna. Batuhin mo muna. Siyempre, dadapot ka pa rin, hindi unahan mo na. Ganon yung mga ranger. Ganon ka-grabe sila mag-ano. Hindi mo makikita yan. Hindi yan nag-ano. In fact, meron pa silang training na slide rule. Tawag nyo. Pero wala na ngayon kasi baka gamitin eh. Meron silang part of the training na manghuhold up sila ng bangko. Actual na hold up yan. Slide rule operations ang tawag yan. Inalis na yun sa subject kasi baka maraming ranger matuto na mag-hold up. Next slide, please. Ito si Manong Saleh, he was then the company commander, Alpha Company 9IB. Ang mission niya is to liberate Basilan. Isang kumpanya lang with a bunch of stupid soldiers na 3 months old lang ang training. And how to live, I can't imagine how he did it. Pero ang dami namatay sa grupa niya. Kita mo yung warrior, di ba? Ang tawag yan, noble warrior. Again, I would say, pag Scout Ranger ka at Special Forces, gaya sa akin, ang tawag dyan ay noble warriors. Yung mga infantry na walang ganong training, just plain soldier. Ito, soldier, noble warrior. Okay?
Puno na.
Next slide. Yan, nilagyan ko ng star. Kita naman mga fighter. Siya nga pala, sino dito ka mag-anak sa Albasay? Meron pa ba dito? Sa Albasay? Wala, no? Wala yung mga Albay. Kasi, ito ay tiyuhin ni Manusani ito si Lieutenant Idia na taga-Aklan. Matanda sa kanya yon. Pero XO niya ito. Okay? Ito si Lieutenant Carillo, namatay ito. Hindi nakasurvive doon sa bakbakan nila. Patayan. Okay? Next slide. That was the time na nagre-recognizean sila kung saan sila mag-set up ng kanilang tactical operations. Okay? Yung tactical operation center kung saan yung headquarters niya. Ayan, kaya nga tinitingnan nila sa mapa kung saan ang magandang defensive position nila. Next slide. Yan, ang service nila doon, itong surplus ng ano? Kennedy Jeep, di ba? Kennedy Jeep. Alright? Yan, US made yan. Oh, ito siya. Oh, tingnan mo yung tikas na ano. Kaya lalo akong na-inspire pag makakita ko mga picture niya. I want to be like you. Si Manusari kasi malaki sa akin eh. Ako, since bunso ako, kinapos ako sa sustansya, kaya naubusan. Ayan. That is beside the tactical command post sa Isabela. And he was able to succeed in liberating particularly Isabela from the hands of MNLF. Tingnan nyo, next slide. See? That was the first time para mapatunayan na liberated na first mass. Nagkaroon ng misa, nag-import sila ng pare para ipahayag sa mga taga-Basilan na ang Isabela was already free from the hands of the Lord. And they are ready to protect and die for sa mga tao doon sa Isabela. Yung sa tabi niya, ito si Colonel Ambil, Roberto Ambil. Alam nyo, naging commander ko rin at kwento ko sa kanya. Kapatid po ako ni Colonel de la Cruz. Kasi ang samahan ng araw dahil sa sitwasyon na yan, matindi ang brotherhood ng mga officers. Okay? Pero namatay na ito. Southcom commander ito eh. Okay? So, yan si Panunsari. Nakita niyo yung musang? Yan. Musang. Yung Black Panther. Tingnan niyo yung commander niya. Walang musang yan. Kaya pag makita yung musang, masyadong mataas ang lalo na noong panahon na yung early 70s, kayo marami na may musang kung minsan may mga comments na hindi masyadong intense yung training ngayon kaysa nung una. Okay? Ayan. So nang ako naging special forces, iba naman ang batch ko, hindi musang, 3 sibat. We are capable of infiltrating behind enemy lines by land, water, and air. Kaya ako airborne, tumatalon sa aeroplano. Iba naman ang capability namin, but there's nothing to compare between. Kasi iba ang mission ng Scout Ranger, iba din kami. Kaya lang, hindi mo maiwasan yung kantsawan. Pasikat ba? At hindi nawawala sa amin ni Manusani. Mas mayabang yung bunso eh. Kaya, ibigyan niya lagi ako. Sabi niya, yung sibat mo niya, baliin ko yan eh. Sabi ko naman kay Manusani, yung musang ko, pupulutanin ko yan eh.
Pulutan.
Ayun, mga biruan yan sa mga, ibig sabihin, we are both elite. Hindi ako nakapag-scout ranger because of yung mga commanders ko noon, hindi ako nabigyan ng opportunity, pero nag-special forces na. And he was still very proud sa akin. Next slide. Ito yung sinishare niya sa akin na sayings, no amount of success could compensate for failure in the home. Let me tell you folks, nung nasa Mindanao siya, nung gera nung panahon na yan, dalawa lang ang ikamamatay mo. Bala ng kalaban o malaria. Nagkaroon siya ng malaria, so grabe yun, inibak siya sa Bilona until sa siya naka-recover. Gusto niya lang bumalik. But dinagan ito. Nasa dilemma siya. Babalik ako, ang kanyang dream sa kanyang mga family to give good education at gusto niya kung saan siya na-assign, andito yung pamilya intact. Anong yung year kayo dumating dito? 80? No? 80. So nakapwesto na siya, nakahanap siya ng assignment, tapos sa kanya kinuha. Lipat sila dito at dito na nag-aral. Sina Mark, sina Amit, sina Gilbert. Dito na sila lahat nag-aral. He sacrificed key positions na dapat ay ma-achieve niya pa. He sacrificed his career, or not really sacrificing, but he sought an assignment na kung saan kapiling niya yung kanyang pamilya. Ibig sabihin, balansi siya. But then again, I know Manusani kung pagpipiliin, he's still ang kanyang family and he's willing to sacrifice his career. Di ba nila? Yung mga posisyon na yan. Basta yung kanyang anak. That's why, sabi nga, no amount of success could compensate for failure in the home. Marami kami kasama na nag-general, sira ang pamilya. Drug addict yung anak. Hindi nakatapos. Wala din yan. Pero siya, makita niya naman ngayon. Kung anong narating, hindi lang kanyang mga anak, kundi ang kanyang mga apo. Diba, Wendy? So, next slide. Na-achieve ko ito, yung kanyang training ground. Napuntahan ko rin at doon ako nag-training. So, that is, the eldest and the youngest. Circa 1960, circa 1978. Ang laki ng gap, Pero iba pa rin forma na matanda, no? Idol ko kasi yan. Next slide. And that's why sabi ko nga kanina, not only a big brother for us, but a father figure for us sa kanyang mga siblings. Yan kami, makita nyo, siya ang pumukumpas sa aming pamilya. Okay? And that's why every time nakikita kami, siya ang author ng family reunion na tradition namin sa pamilya. So, ito, wala na rin, si Manong Mikoy, si Manong Ma, at saka yung isa si Manong Tison, wala na rin, wala na sa Samantha. Okay. Ay ito, yung brother-in-law ko, si
John Roy.
asawa niya.
John Roy.
Si John Roy. Si Nong Roy. Pasensya na kayo kasi magsi-70 na rin ako eh. Okay, next slide. That's why I always say having a brother is like having a built-in best friend in life. Naniniwala po kayo dyan? Sa amin po ni Manong Sani, totoo yan. Built-in best friend ko yan. And he always took care of my welfare. He was a really good commander. In-emphasize niya, dalawa lang ang mission niya. First, accomplishment of the mission. Second, welfare of his men. The same ang mission niya sa akin, my welfare. Okay. Next slide. And I would say, he may not be a perfect husband, but certainly Manong Sani is a good husband. And as the saying goes, a good husband makes a good wife. Do you agree? Dahil ito na ang produkto. See? Next slide. Not only a good father, but a great grandfather who is always happy for the success. Tatawag yan sa akin. Graduate na yung apo ko. Si Wendy, magdudoktora na. And si Bagyo. Hindi ko mailagay lahat, mga apo, no? These are just example. Ito yung tinatawag namin na crowning glory of a father. Hindi yung mga medalya, hindi man siya nag-general sa military profession, hindi niya na-attain, pero this is more than a general. Dahil sa kanyang mga family, sa kanyang mga anak at mga apo, he is a general. Diba, LA? Balik mo nga. Kita lang ako. Sino yan? Okay? Next slide. Ayun. He is so proud. Minsan, pagdating ko, hindi siya nang mabagay, sabi siya, alam mo, Dan, gumawa ng sulat, yung poem ba yun? Yung apo ko, from Canada, si Kim, sabi niya, tingnan mo, binabasa pa sa akin. Makita mo yung ano ng isang lolo. Next slide. Yeah! Sino ba yan? Mukhang ano ah. Mukhang may pabor-pabor. A grandfather's love is forever imprinted on his grandchild's heart. Totoo ba yun, Wendy? Ano? Agent? Kaya nga, kami mga Ranger at Special Forces, Airborne, ang tawag sa amin do, Noble Warriors. Nung nag-usap kami ni Manong Sani, may mga apo na siya, din nagkaroon ako ng apo. Na-realize ko, nung magkaroon din ako ng apo, sabi ko kay Manong Sani, we are proud to be an elite unit, Scout Ranger Ikaw, ako Special Forces. And we are called Noble Warriors. But something I realized as a grandfather, na babysitting ng apo is also a noble job. You agree? Apostolic sa kanila, but it's a noble job. Next slide. And as the saying goes, that family is like a branch on the tree, rooted in love, yan ang pinakapundasyon, and strengthened by the legacy of a father. Nakita mo naman. Ayan, happy family. Ha? Ayan. Very successful. Hindi umubra yung mga dati niyang commander na mga general sa kanya. Ito ang sukatan ng tunay na success ng isang ama.
Dalawang pogi magkatabi.
At siyempre, yung son-in-law, hindi yan magpapatalo. Saan ba dyan? Hindi ko makita. Next slide. Next slide. That's why, sa aking eulogy sa kuya ko, sometimes I wonder what would happen to me if you were not my brother. I probably wouldn't have become the person that I am today. Yes, it's true. Kaya, lesson from Manong Sani, let us be an influencer to our children at sa mga grandchildren natin. This will be a model for his family. Okay? And I am truly blessed to have a brother who is like my guardian and second father as far as I am concerned. He is the kind of person that will motivate you and will believe in your potentials, in whatever you want to become. I asked him one day, folks, sabi ko, Manong Sani, I want to become a military officer like you. And he believes in me. And he encouraged me to go for it. Go for it, sabi niya. I will support you. And he started training me during my high school days as a commandant of PMT, tutorials during my ROTC days, and providing me the needed training manuals every time naka-R&R siya, rest and recreation, galing sa Kera. May mga manuals. Hindi ko pa naman na ano yan, pero ina-advance na, ina-aral niya ako. And then, he provided the manual for me. That's why sa mga schooling ko, nag-number 1 ako. And he was so proud of me. Sa probationary officer, number 2 ako. At least, number 2. Proud na proud siya. Ang sinasabi niya sa mga colleagues niya, oh, galing ng kapatid ko. See? At lalo na when I was in college when I took Command and General Staff College. And you know what? Ang pinagmamalaki niya, yung younger brother niya daw, was number 8 in the whole class. May mga classmates pa kami foreigners. Sabi niya, 1 to 18, lahat puro regular, lahat puro PMA graduate. I placed number 8. Ibig sabihin, mas magaling pa ako from 9 to 16, to 18. Pinagmamalaki niya yun. That's why he was so proud when he attended my graduation here at Fort Bonifacio. That's my brother. Hindi ko man na-achieve because na-technical ako sa age requirement. So, na-retire na siya dahil because of the age requirement, mandatory sa amin, age 56, retired na. Okay? Next slide. And all I could say, thank you, Manusani. Your memories will forever be in my heart. And that's me. He made me to be like that. Kasi siyang modelo ko, siyang idol ko. And he influenced so much. Next slide. And as the saying goes, a soldier is someone who has given his life to something bigger than oneself. That's the end of my presentation, folks. Thank you for listening. Medyo mahaba. Mai-share ko lang sa inyo how great is my brother. A successful father, a proud grandfather, our big brother, our second father, a friend, and a mentor. Thank you so much for listening.